Girlfriend left, use thought transmission. I am Neil Larthos. I'm the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet every single time they think of you. And your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. Okay, so we're going to make a quick video talking about if you're going through a breakup. Okay? Now, this is called girlfriend if your girlfriend broke up with you. So technically, you either have to, be a guy or a lesbian. But the same principles work vice versa. Okay? So if you're a girl, stop your whining and get to it. Okay? Number one, whenever you are trying to manifest anyone, let alone an ex, look, I'm going to be honest with you. There are many different ways to approach this, okay? You could just do an imaginal act and then get results soon after. You can do affirmations whenever you remember them, whenever you feel the pain, whenever you feel like crying, right? And you can go from missing them to all of a sudden you receive a text back and next thing you know, you guys are seeing each other. You could also work on, you're thinking I'm going to say work on yourself, blah, blah, blah. Every single dating coach says that. Why do they always have to say just work on yourself, focus on yourself, don't focus on your ex? Well, you see, look, that's another way you can do it too, right? Because like this video is called, thought transmission, okay? When you change your thoughts from, wow, she left me, so now I really am a loser. When you change it from those types of thoughts to, man, I am the most sexiest motherfucker alive. Every single time I walk in the room, everybody feels so intimidated because it's almost like if a celebrity just walked in. Everybody shines my shoes. They worship me at my altar. My ex she's not even my ex. She is my lovely, beloved wife. She worships me. She loves the fact that me and her have 2 kids. Even if your ex has you blocked on all platforms, if you are saying stuff like this, it's a long way from constantly looking at yourself in the mirror and saying just how ugly you feel because you got rejected by the woman you loved, right? Or the man you loved. That is the dating advice that most get your ex back coaches don't tell you. Is that it's more than just work on yourself, bro, and focus on your purpose, bro. Look, those are very beneficial things, okay? But if we're being honest with ourselves, if you don't fix the core problems, you can focus on your purpose all you want, but every single relationship that you get in, you're eventually going to fall into the same traps, into the same mistakes that led you to be the clingy guy that pushed her away, or the controlling guy that pushed her away, right? Hopefully I'm not covering the microphone there, but if I am, oh well, guys, you're gonna have to learn sign language, okay? I'm transmitting my thoughts into your awareness right now, and it won't show up on the closed captions. But when you change your thoughts from negative to putting yourself on the pedestal, which is why I call my affirmations self-pedestalization, is because you take away this whole idea of, oh, my ex left me. Oh, I wonder what she's doing. Why the hell should you wonder what she's doing? She should be wondering what you're doing. You need to tell yourself that she's constantly worrying what I'm doing because we haven't seen each other in 2 days because I'm so busy fucking walking down the catwalk because I'm a fucking model, because I'm the sexiest motherfucker alive, because I'm always having client calls because my business is booming, okay? She's constantly upset because everybody wants to see me and I have like 50 friends because I'm the most amazing motherfucker on the universe, that she feels left out. It goes from you wondering what the hell she's doing, always checking her story on Instagram, to, no, she's always checking up on you because you are the most important motherfucker in the world. Whether you have the lowest level of confidence of all time, or whether you are a confident, charismatic guy, you're that motherfucker, right? You're him. No matter the case, in your reality, you are the most important person. That's one thing that can never change. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you have a fucking deformity and you only have one eye and only the head of your penis, but you don't have your balls, right? It doesn't matter what the fuck people say or what you even feel about yourself. Nobody can take away the fact that you are the most important person in your reality, because everything that is happening right now in your reality is simply a reflection of your creation. How did you create it? Right up here. In your imagination, or in other words, in your consciousness. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it can get kind of cringy when we say your imagination is the true reality. Whatever you imagine will come true. It sounds like some shit that we learned in a fairy tale growing up as a child, right? I personally believe that, especially for a lot of you newbies, you have to stop using the word imagination. Well, you don't have to, but it will help you a lot if you stop using the word imagination, even if it's temporary, and replace, whenever you want to use the word imagination, replace it with the word thinking or conscious of. Whatever I am conscious of will manifest. Whatever I think will manifest. Okay? And by the way, when I say whatever I think will manifest, I'm not saying that if a idea pops up in your head that, oh, my ex is gonna fucking come to my house and slash my tires and then blow up my whole house. It's like, oh, that's a random thought. Oh, fuck. Neo said that whatever I think is gonna happen. Oh, no, it's too late. Fuck, if only I could go back in time. But you see, what I am referring to when I say that whatever you think will manifest is that whatever you identify, with the thoughts that you identify with, will manifest. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? The thoughts that you're consistently having. Okay? You could even have a thought that what if a damn tiger just, blew through my fucking car window right now and just ate me alive, and now all you saw was just a fucking tree stump, right? That is probably not going to happen, and I'm probably not going to consistently have that thought, right? But if you randomly have a fleeting thought like, what if my ex, or if you're in a relationship and you say, what if my girlfriend cheats on me? That fleeting thought might manifest, but not because every single thought that you have manifests, but because you probably had that thought because it's connected to the self-concept that you have of yourself, that you are the type of guy to get cheated on, that you are always walking on thin ice because you're lucky to have this girl. No, you have to have the self-concept that it doesn't matter if she's a 10 out of 10 fucking OnlyFans Instagram model, or if she's the hottest girl at the fucking library, or if she has the fattest ass in America with the most slim waist and, amazing symmetrical, congruent, beautiful blue eyes face line. Okay? It doesn't matter what the fuck she looks like or who she is, what is her status. You are the most important motherfucker. She is lucky to have you. Because let's face one thing too. When we are trying to manifest an ex back, okay, we put them such on a pedestal. I remember when I lost my ex, okay, and really many other exes that I lost when I was going through a breakup. I remember looking at pictures of them and thinking, wow, they are so fucking amazing. What is it about them that this other guy can have them but not me? If only I had them, if only I could touch her arms, if only I could suck on her tits. Let's be honest here, folks. We had all those thoughts, okay? But, I dare you to, whenever you're having those thoughts, I fucking, you know what? Watch this. I triple dog dare you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's big time now, baby. I fucking quadruple dog dare you that the next fucking time that you want to fucking cry in your pillow and you were just missing her nonstop, and you were almost on the verge of fucking tears or on the verge of texting her? Which, by the way, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with you texting your ex, you know, contrary to what many fucking get your ex back gurus tell you, but that's another video for another day, right? But I triple fucking quadruple sing triplet dog dare you, the next time that you miss your ex or you feel like shit because you are going through the breakup, I want you to say to yourself, I am so fucking amazing. Oh my gosh, look at the way that I lay on my pillow. Even the way that I tilt my fucking head to an acute angle. It makes me look like a fucking god. Even when I fart, all I do is fart fucking pure angel dust. Start saying the most fucking borderline hilarious, comedic, but narcissistic things possible, because you'll go from wanting to fucking cry to you can't help but fucking chuckle, right? But you see, not only are you saying something goofy, but it's not really goofy in reality. You are putting yourself on the pedestal, because eventually, just like when your mom used to say when you're a kid, and like the Eminem song says that, they always used to tell me that if I made my face like that, it will stay like that forever, right? I used to remember that I would make like a really weird face like this when I was a kid. I was like, I always loved to fucking watch Jim Carrey videos, and I loved fucking around with my face, right? Where I remember my mom used to tell me, if I keep doing that ugly face, it's going to stay like that forever. And I was like, oh shit, well now I can't do it now because my mom fucking scared me to death. Well, you can say goofy things like, I fart angel dust, and even when I fucking pee, it's the fucking liquids of the gods, right? Putting yourself on a fucking high pedestal, right? But eventually your subconscious is going to understand what you're doing. And the more you keep doing that, especially when you are feeling like, oh my gosh, woe is me, I wish I had my ex. Whenever you say, I wish I had my ex, you're almost saying, and this is going to go deep right now, okay? I'm going to go super deep. Whenever you say, I wish I had my ex, you are not pleased with what you have right now. And what do you have right now? You are all that is. What does that mean? It doesn't just mean that you are everything and that you are all different possibilities. That is the main definition of what it means to be all that is, like Eric says, right? But it's more than that. Whenever if there is a heaven or hell, you will only have you in that eternity, right? You have always been your eternal essence. You always have you. So whenever you say, I don't have my ex, I wish I had her, you are saying that you are not enough. Yeah, it's okay to have love. Yeah, it's okay to pursue a relationship, but you can have the relationship right here. The whole reason why you are not with her is because at one point you told yourself that you were not good enough, or you attributed and identified with the identity that is not worthy of people such as your ex. So eventually, reality had no other choice but to push her out of the way, because it wasn't congruent to how you felt about yourself, what you identify with. You don't necessarily have to have the thought, what if my ex leaves me, even though the majority of us fucking will have that on occasion. We always think the negative, regardless of whether it's a job, whether it's something that is too good to be true, whatever, right? But even if you are the most positive person ever, if you have some childhood trauma that is congruent with the identity of someone who could get cheated on, or someone who could get broken up with, maybe you had a daddy issue, your parent didn't give you enough high fives and I love yous, and next thing you know, you identify with someone who is not worthy of love. And you might not have ever said that to yourself consciously, like, I'm not worthy of love, oh, I get rejected. But all it has to be is something on a subconscious level that you feel, that you resonate with. You don't even have to hear the inner dialogue or inner conversation of you saying it. It's just something that you resonate with. Don't ever say, I wish I had my ex. Because first of all, if you want, you can imagine right here in a 5-second first person imaginal act where you are kissing her and fucking at the same time fingering her nipples. And the best part is, if you guys are kissing, your fucking eyes are going to be closed either way. So all you got to do is focus on the sense of touch. And do that for 5 seconds. Loop it and loop it and loop it until you get horny. Just going to be honest with you, which is almost the exact same as impressing the subconscious. Or if not until you get horny, just until you impress the subconscious, and your subconscious is like, something is in the atmosphere. Okay? Just like I always say, just like fucking the Black Panther's sister, like, there's something in the atmosphere, brother. You're going to know that something is in the fucking atmosphere. Okay? When you loop that imaginal act. And guess what? Whenever you are missing your ex and you go into the imagination and you come back and you're like, oh, fuck, it was just a dream, right? It wasn't just a fucking dream, okay? You literally were just making out with her and fingering her fucking hard nipples, okay? I'm actually getting a little hard right now, but you can always give you what you want right up here. Okay. And when you do it to the point that you impress your subconscious doesn't understand the difference. Therefore, you can actually say that it happened. Okay. Just like when you imagine an argument with your boss and then you go to work that next morning and boom, all of a sudden you might not have manifested the exact argument, but you end up having some sort of situation where he gets after you and you feel the same shitty feeling that you felt when you were done having that imaginal argument. Well, it's the same thing, okay? You will manifest that, maybe not right away, because I'm not going to be one of those manifestation coaches that says that because I believe that the law works, that, you know, this is going to manifest overnight. And yeah, I understand that this person over here says that they cheated on their ex 50 times and now they want to get him back. But as long as you manifest, you should get it in 2 hours. I'm not going to say that, man. I believe that every manifestation, whether it takes a long time or a short time, it happens, but it happens when it happens in a natural way. And if you cheated on your ex 50 times, okay, I'm not going to tell you that you can't manifest them back, but I'm not going to also tell you that you're going to manifest them right away. Okay? I'm simply going to tell you that be patient. But in this moment, when you haven't manifested them in the 3D, if you imagine yourself fingering her tits in your imagination, you already are with her right now. Okay? Now, I know this video was about thought transmission, but thoughts don't necessarily have to be words. Okay? And imaginations don't necessarily have to be visuals either. Like I said, imaginations is really all the activity that you have going on in your brain. But really, the most powerful thought transmissions are not just these things where we think of where we're like, okay, well, now my ex is on her phone right now, so I'm going to put the thought in her head, text him, and then I'm going to wait here. Because it's almost like, you're fucking sending Morse code to the Japanese, right, in World War II. No, we're not doing that. I mean, yeah, I guess that can work, but then you have this expectancy that it has to happen right away. The best thought transmissions are the ones where you are constantly just saturating your mind with nothing but worship of yourself. Narcissistic self-pedestalization. I am the sexiest. Man, look at oh my gosh, these fucking hot girls cannot stop looking at me. Everybody worships me. I'm everybody's drug. I'm everybody's addiction. I'm more addicting than cocaine, methamphetamine, and TikTok combined. You start saying crazy shit like that, you have no room to fucking be worrying about your ex. And when you walk around like that, I don't care how fat you are. I don't care how ugly you are. I don't care how fucking just inadequate you feel. When you start saying these things, all the best that you can put on the table is going to come out there, and it's going to be magnetic as fuck. I guarantee you that no matter how involved in manifestation you've been or how successful you've been in dating, there has at least been one day in your whole entire life, even if it was when you were a little kid, but when you felt confident and you felt on top of the world, no one can fucking take you out of your groove. You had this flow state and you were walking with your fucking balls in the air and you felt like the king of the world or the queen of the world. Even if it was only one day or even if it was only 1 hour. But if you could go back in that time and remember, that is the exact same feeling that you're going to get when you constantly put yourself on the pedestal. Because whenever I do self-pedestalization, I was actually doing it fucking today because I knew I was going to make this video and I knew that I wanted to have it fresh in my mind. Bro, I'm telling you the fucking truth. The women were looking at me. All the bros were just showing me all this respect. You know, just that fucking, you know, respectful nod and how you doing, sir? And just all this, yes, sir, no, sir, just respect, admiration, you know, these girls who usually don't give me shoes and signals were giving me shoes and signals. It's just, it was an obvious fucking manifestation that I was getting right away. Because I think one of the quickest ways to manifest is just to put yourself on the pedestal, because it's going to be in everything, not just in your dating. It's going to be in your career. It's going to be in your job. It's going to be when you're walking down the fucking aisle 5 in your local grocery store. Okay, you're going to feel it. And I think one of the quickest results that you will notice is that the fucking inner bullshit motherfucker in your mind that's constantly talking shit about you shuts the fuck up. It's like someone fucking grabs him by the collar and just punches him. And now, you know, they did him Ralphie mode from like A Christmas Story. I'm still fucking stuck on Christmas. Oh my goodness, guys. Ho, 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 motherfuckers. But it's like beating the bully up, and then he finally, you know, cries to his mommy because he didn't realize that that's what he was going to face when he was bullying every single kid in high school, right? You shut the fuck out of the bully. You shut the fuck up out of that voice in your head that's telling you to worship your ex and to feel incongruent without her. By the time that you're done self-pedestalizing, you're not even going to remember she exists. You'll probably find somebody better, okay? But I'm going to be honest with you, regardless of if you still want her after all this, you will definitely get her, especially if you still want her. So either ways, if you have questions about thought transmission or about wanting to book a phone call with me, let me know and I'll give you the my email so we can set it up from there. I'm going to get my store on Stan fixed up pretty soon. But until then, folks, I am Neil Lartos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're going to be okay.